Hey traders, Marcello here, founder of the Day Trading Academy. Today we're talking about, is day trading really worth it? So don't forget to subscribe here to the channel for all the YouTube videos we're doing. Appreciate all your comments, all the feedback. If you have any questions, just ask them. Just mark them with Ask Marcello. I've been recording videos all day. I'm a little bit tired now. The question of is day trading is worth it, I think is a really, really good question, because I truly believe in the life that I've lived over the last, I think it's 16 years being in this industry, whether it's learning how to trade or actually trading or teaching people how to trade, that I really do think that day trading is probably one of the best things anyone can do. It can be the absolute best thing you can do with your life, right? I'm sure you guys have seen all the videos, oh, make $1 million, oh yeah, buy the system and tomorrow you'll get your yacht, blah, blah, blah. Even though it's not that easy and everything, right? But you know, best thing you can do or worst thing you can do. So obviously the best part, you know, you can get financial freedom, make a lot of money. Full disclosure, you can lose a lot of money day trading too, and have the freedom that you want. For me, it's really about not necessarily making $1 million, but it's about making enough money to not worry about money, which is the most important thing, right? And then the worst thing is, let's say you never learn how to day trade. Let's assume, for example, that you know, you buy all these courses, or you do this and that, and then you decide, the videographer doesn't like the cable. You decide, you know, I'm gonna learn how to day trade, and I'm gonna put everything in, I'm gonna take loans out, and I'm gonna do all this and be a millionaire tomorrow, and you never learn how to trade, ever. 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, 1 year, you know, however long you wanna do it. I still believe that the people who learn how to trade learn more about themselves than anything else that you can do. I've been traveling around the world, I think now for 9 years, maybe going on 10, something along, 9, 10 years, something like that. I've traveled to over 110 countries. I've lived in 12 countries spanning 15 countries spanning 5 continents. And I believe that there's really no other thing that you're gonna learn more about yourself than trading. Travel is another one, but trading, to me, I have learned how to become, over the years, so much more patient, so much more disciplined. When someone gets angry, and I want you guys to go back and think about, you know, the fights that you have, those end of the world fights where you're almost gonna get into fist fights, or, you know, when you were younger and you were yelling at your mom because she wanted you to cut the grass and you just didn't want to because you were working 3 full-time jobs. Oh, sorry, I'm talking about myself. But these situations, right, where these things escalate, and then you just yell something out that's really hurtful that you should not say, and then you really regret it after the fact because you can't take it back, right? So it's something that I think really teaches you so much about yourself. And in those situations where you have the circumstance, and this is what happens to me now, and I think I've learned this from trading, where you start to get that feeling where you start to get angry, and I can literally see myself in third person feeling those feelings and saying, that's not that big of a deal, I probably shouldn't get angry about this. So I absolutely believe that day trading is worth it, whether it's just if you want to try it. I would recommend you do it in a fully controllable, risk averse, or the absolutely lowest amount of risk possible. There are very, very few people who literally just start this business or this profession and knock it out of the park. It's less than 1%. I would say less than 0.01%, because most of us aren't born to be traders. We have to learn discipline and patience and you know, kind of look in the mirror and admit our insecurities, right? Because most of us, I think, are probably insecure people. We're just not willing to admit it. That's why I think most men have challenges. Imagine all these Latin traders, right? These machistas that think women are second-class citizens. So even they're not, just be clear on that. So I think that anybody that wants to learn how to do this can really learn more about themselves, even if they don't actually learn how to trade. Now, if you actually learn how to trade, then you have a double bonus, because then you should be able to have your financial independence. So Whether it takes you a month or a year or 10 years, we had Raul, which actually took 9 years to learn how to trade Forex binary options for 8 years and then 11 months with DTA. I truly believe that you guys can learn so much about yourselves and just improve as people as a whole if you really just kind of give this a go. So I love day trading. I love the markets in general, obviously, not only because you make money, you can make money, you can lose money too, in full disclosure, but also because of that aspect. And I think that anything that we can do in life to make ourselves better, I think is a good thing to do, because at the end of the day, I truly believe that one of the problems in our society is that we're always pointing the finger at somebody else instead of kind of looking in the mirror and admitting the problems that we have. So, even when it comes to politics in America, I think that always comes up at the dinner table, right? Where it's the left or the right, and the left or the right doesn't want to hear the other guy's story. We just think that they just think that they're right, and then that's it. Then we get into these kind of extreme situations that we see now in our country. And I think that if we all kind of just took a moment to kind of, learn about ourselves and understand and have the possibility to change our minds, whether it comes to politics or even trading, right? I think most people don't learn how to trade because they just don't want to change, right? I mean, I had to learn. It took me a long time to learn how to wake up on time. Let me just be honest with you. I just waking up at 9:32, 9:33 after the market open, expecting that I'm going to be this awesome trader. So I would definitely recommend it. I think it's probably the best thing that I've done. Taught me so much about myself. I know I repeated that 3 or 4 times, but I would highly recommend it. But I think it's really one of the things that you guys can do that will help you in general in life. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Hashtag Ask Marcello. I'll be happy to go ahead and answer any of the questions you guys might have. And we'll talk to you soon. We'll see you next time.